Yeah, all the credit to those guys, man. They played a great game. That freshman did not look like a freshman on the mound with so much on the line, and he pitched a great game. That's a good team, very dynamic lineup. They could beat you in so many ways. So I'm proud of our guys, man. We fought to the very, very end. That's all you can really ask for. So um, it hurts and it stinks to lose, but I don't think we lost today. I think they just played a little bit better. They made one more play than we did. So at the end of the day, that's when you get to this point got good teams playing baseball. It's just a good baseball game that just didn't go our way. One ball here or there. So all the credit to them. They did a great job.
We're going to open up for the players. Questions? Raise your hand so we get your mic.
For either one of you, I know this is a special moment. Even though you lost, you still made it this far. Can you just reflect on the season and just this moment right here, right now, even though it is a bit hard right now?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm still in denial. It's going to take a while. It's been a roller coaster. We didn't really get the hot start that we wanted in the beginning, and then we were super hot, and then we always, found a way to bounce right back. And, I'm just thankful for this team and these coaches, and I don't know, it's just hard to put into words right now. It's just
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It sucks. Those guys are my brothers. They'll all be at my wedding. And I couldn't have done it without them. I'm happy for how far we've come, and this program is going to be way better the following years with JD and the guys returning, and couldn't wish any happier.
Will, once you settled in during your appearance, you did a really good job at keeping your team in the game. That was key, especially down the stretch where, defensive plays were being made left and right. What was working for you while you were out there?
Honestly, I didn't feel great out there. I just knew that my teammates had my back, and they needed me, and I knew I needed to come through for them, and I did the best I could, and that's all they can ask for, and that's all I asked out of them, and I feel like we've done a good job of that all year, and that just comes back to family, man.
Anything else for the players?
Well, you talked about how special JD is. Could you try and put into words what he's been able to do for this program and where he can bring it?
That guy gave me an opportunity of a lifetime. I can't thank him enough, man. He means so much to me, and he means so much to the rest of the players. It's not just me, man. He loves every single player, and every single player loves him, man. And it's easy to play for, man, when you got a guy like that. So I can't thank him enough, or the University of Miami enough. I'll be a Hurricane for life, and I'm sure I'll annoy JD next year when I'm working at State Farm and texting him, why are we shifting? But unbelievable experience, and I can't thank him or the university enough.
we couldn't have had this season without JD at all. He was really the backbone of everything.
Will, the at bat with Eddie King, you get him to basically bloop a ball in. What was the pitch there, and then what was your thought off the bat?
It was a slider. I knew he didn't get it good. Kind of saw Mikey back there. I'm screaming at him, top of my lungs, come in, and I know he's running as fast as he can. He had a great effort on there, and that's just baseball sometimes, man. Sometimes you make those plays, sometimes you don't. That's why they're always on SportsCenter if he makes that play. So he's a great outfielder. He's going to do great things here at the University of Miami. And again, this program's going to win a lot of games the following years.
Okay, we're going to open it up for Coach.
Coach, you're a Miami man. The team was very good when you played there, so long ago. Now here, in your first few years in Miami, you've kind of set a standard. It seems like first Super Regional since 2016. Just touch on that and what the program's going to look like going forward.
Those teams that I was on anyway in the 90s, going to Omaha 4 years in a row and stuff. I want to say we had maybe two big leaguers on those teams, Alex Cora and Pat Burrow. The tail end, Jason Michaels, but it was about guys like this, and the grittiness of them and the love for the program and just the way they played the game, and that just enough talent, but it wasn't talent based. It was attitude and makeup, and that's what we're looking to do here.
JD over here. Like you just said, it's not talent based, but attitude and makeup. That's the type of team that you had this season. Could you just speak into those special qualities that you've always mentioned about this team and just how special they actually were?
Just the perseverance, the selflessness, things that we talk about since day one, since August. Guys like Kulikowski doesn't play all year and gets a start, second to last game of the season, has a couple hits and never complains, just keeps working hard, and it goes on and on. You got Lumpkin, that just a weekday starter, and then had 2 huge starts for us. I think of 1 run in his 2 starts in the regional and a super regional. It's just guys like that. It's important when you're going out and trying to build a team. To me, it's about getting the right player, not necessarily always the best player available. And it takes a lot of homework, a lot of work, a lot of background checks, a lot of It's easy to we all know what a good baseball player looks like on the field, but getting to know the person inside is what he has in his heart. That's tough. That takes time. And unfortunately, sometimes in our world, in our sport, you don't have that time because you go through all the metrics and you want to make decisions on that. But you can't rush into it, and you got to make sure you're getting the right guy.
Yeah, there was that stretch in the middle of the game where they had the bases loaded and 1 out, and you guys got out of it. And then the very next inning, you had the bases loaded and 1 out, and your guy hits the ball really hard up the middle, and it just goes in the pitcher's glove, and they get a double play. Just what was going on in the dugout? What was going on in your mind when this close to changing the game?
I was having a great time. That was a fun game, to be honest with you, man. So they're supposed to be, when with so much on the line, and the game is back and forth like that, and that's fun. If you don't enjoy that, then 10-0 blowouts. I don't like those. I was having a great time with it, watching quality baseball, and guys, everybody doing their job. Pitcher makes a pitch, hitter hits the ball hard, they make a defensive play, all in one shot. That's why this game is so beautiful, man. And either way, a couple inches here or there, it's a different ballgame, But it was impressive to see 2 teams knowing that this could be it, and it was a clean game. It's a clean game. Pitchers threw strikes. Hitters swung the bat, make defensive plays. And that play that Mikey, didn't make. I promise you, I've seen him make that play 100 times in practice. I was sure he was going to catch that ball. So I guarantee you, ask him, he's going to tell you the same thing. He should have caught it. And I say he should have caught it because I know how good he is, and he normally does catch that ball. So, but it's not an easy play. And that just would have continued a great game. So I enjoyed it until the very end.
JD, what does this weekend mean for this program as you continue to try to build it?
We're a step closer. Not where we want to be, but just a step closer. Never satisfied. And like I told the team, we're close, but we're not in this just to get close, We're closer today than we were yesterday, and closer than the day before, and definitely closer than we were last year.
Just kind of going back a little bit to that double play. A lot has been made about both offenses, but can you just speak to what the defenses were able to do today, and just in terms of the dominance? A lot of double plays for you guys this weekend, a lot of double plays for Louisville.
Again, it's what it's supposed to look like. It's good baseball teams playing good baseball and making plays when they needed it most. It's easy for the game to speed up on guys. You can say it sped up on us that first game, that one play. But other than that, it was a clean weekend all the way around. So it's good baseball.
Will's been here for a year, but to show the emotion that he showed here, what does it say about kind of the unity of this group, what you've been able to build, and with bringing in pieces from kind of all over versus just sticking with Southern Florida talent?
I said yesterday, I don't know, it was yesterday, the day before, we talked about always getting back to neutral, because there's peaks and valleys through life, and you can't live in the mountaintop all the time because that's a long fall. And you stay at neutral and you have a bad day, it's a softer fall. But this is a hard one, man, because no matter this group and seeing them together for the last time in uniform, and it's quick. It's really quick when the season ends, and guys just go their way in about 48 hours. They're probably never going to be together again, and that's the part that hurts the most. That's the saddest part of the whole thing. So, but it's also the reality of it. I just pray that they remember this, and I'm sure they will. Fond way, and they get together as much as they possibly can, and allow me to be a part of that when they get together, man, because it's just a special, special group. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.